Sack Philip Clement. That is the answer, the only answer, and it can be the only thing that can be a positive out of today. Philip Clement is out of his depth, and he's got to go. These post-match comments, that game today, 5 Old Firms, 1 draw, 4 defeats. I'm not sitting for that, right? Now, it looks like I've seen video footage just emerging from, it was just outside Ibrox. He's been confronted by the fans. And you know what? He's not the only guy. I'm not saying Clement deserves to be confronted. Who's caused this? It is the board. All right, that's why the board will be getting pelters as well. Don't worry about that. But it's just it's crazy, right? And you know what the problem is, right? There's going to be a lot of people saying, "Don't sack him. Don't sack. We can't sack him. We can't sack him." The problem with that is people are more bothered about not sacking him due to the money, due to the fact that he's actually not good enough. We're focusing on, oh, it's going to cost us 5 million to get rid of Clement, rather than he's not good enough. And that's when you know you've dug yourself a hole. I said this, man. I said this time last month when he signed the contract extension. I felt like he was literally just guaranteeing himself more money from when the inevitable sack would happen. And that is exactly what's going to happen. Is he going to get sacked now? No, right? Is he going to get sacked after the Dundee United game? That's probably the earliest it could happen if we got beat. Dundee United, by the way, above us in the league. They beat Hearts today. They're on 8 points, undefeated. What are we doing? We have won 3 games, we've drawn 2, and we've lost 2 across all competitions. Unacceptable, man. It is absolutely disgusting what happened there today out on that pitch. And I'm sure people have seen my match review, but things could get tasty in here. But yeah, Philip Clement confronted outside of Ibrox here. Footage just coming through now. You know, see, at the end of the day, right, people will feel so, yeah, that's what I'm saying, 4th in the league. Dundee United just beat Hearts. They're another club that's in a pretty big pickle. You know, come on, getting confronted, right? Honestly, it's no good enough, and it shouldn't just be Clement that's getting confronted, right? It should not be, but his comments were absolutely ridiculous after the match, right? And we're going to get into them because I'm baffled. I'm honestly baffled by Philip Clement's comments, man. They're absolutely crazy that he came out with and said, I'll read a few more comments for his comments load. Under Gio, the better team and still got thumped by Celtic, says it all. Yeah, right. See that Celtic team? Ange, people say it was better, right? We did, but it's just, no. It just can't go on. It can't go on. Anyone with a brain cell, right, seen today that we were good. See, for 10, 12 minutes, we turned up, and as soon as that goal got disallowed, right, that goal went in, and Celtic started cheering. Our arse went. It may as well have been 1-0 at that point because we weren't the same team from that, and it down to the weak mentality. Clement said the best is by far yet to come with this squad. I've seen a lot of good things in training in the last games and also today in the beginning. Oh, we played good for 10 minutes today in the beginning. Does he know it's a 90-minute game of football, by the way? It's not a 10-minute game of football, Big Phil. All right? So that's ridiculous. It's just absolutely crazy. But this is what we want to get to. This is what Clement said, and I quote, Celtic had 14 shots and we had 13. They had 4 on target, we had 4 on target. Ball possession was also equal today between the two teams. Rangers boss Philip Clement says efficiency proved to be the difference between the sides in their 3-0 loss to Celtic. Absolute he should be sacked for those comments alone, man. Anybody that watched that game knows that after the 12th minute, we got scudded for 78 minutes, man. Absolutely scudded. You're lying to yourself if you can't admit that. We're pathetic. It was embarrassing, man. Ross McCausland looks like he won his Rangers contract out of a fucking cereal box. He's that pissed. Don't understand how he's even playing for us. You know, he's the blonde Scott, right? He's an uglier Scott, right? Is what he is. That's what he is. In terms of people reacting to this on Twitter, yeah, everyone's not happy. People are saying they want him gone. There's a lot of people saying they want him gone. In terms of the poll I put up, 65% want to sack Clement, and I'm willing to bet people that are voting no are actually Celtic fans doing that. Apparently, Clement spent more than Beale now. Nah, I don't think he has. I don't buy that. I mean, it would be close, though. I don't think it would be too much in it. Going to be sacking a manager every season, trying to catch Celtic won't happen. They're miles ahead. It's not a question of catch, man. It's a question. Well, I mean, it is a question. We've got to catch them eventually, right? It's not going to be. It's not going to happen overnight. But you know what? You should be getting embarrassed like that every Old Firm. I mean, 2 out of 16. We've won 2 of the last 16 Old Firms. Clement hasn't won one. Hasn't got near winning one. Hasn't got near winning an Old Firm, man. He's not even led one. When was the last time Rangers took the lead in an Old Firm? Years ago. We're looking at that 3-0 game. A game that didn't even matter. All right? You have the same record as Motherwell this season. Yeah. Pep couldn't get a tune at this lot. Well, that's the thing though. Clement got a tune at them last season, didn't he, with a new manager bunch? So why can't he replicate that with his players that he's apparently brought in? Oh, a lot of these are his players. We need to catch Aberdeen first. Well, that's a true point. We're not going to catch Aberdeen. See right now, man, Aberdeen's an unknown. Jimmy Teelan's a new manager. He's brought in a lot of his own players. They're 5 points clear of us. We're not going to catch Aberdeen until October, November. And that's when Clement said we're going to get good, everybody. How brilliant's that? We absolutely pumped yous, but not going to lie, I felt sorry for you. You're one of the only Rangers fans out there that really, truly care about the club. Yeah, your club. I was going to say, oh, sorry, yeah. No, that's it, though. There's so many people, man, that's going to happy clap this. And I predicted 2 each. Honestly, the only reason I predicted 2 each was because I was sick of being so negative, and I went, you know what? I'll try and back the squad out there. I hate this group of players, man. I actually hate them, and that is a strong word to say, hate. But I do. I said that in the match. I hate them. They are not recognisable what this club was. They're not. They're not. They're shiftless. They are. I actually despise James Tavernier, man. He didn't even do his post match interview today, which I'm fucking glad he didn't, because I would have blew up like a kettle. And as you can tell, I'm fuming. Man, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. The guy is a donkey. He's not got a clue. Yep, I know I am, Paul. I'm not a happy bunny. I'm an Easter bunny without the Easter egg. I'm not too good. Going to Tav testimonial, I wishes he could. Even if he offered me 100 grand to go, I wouldn't go. I'd turn down the money and wouldn't even go. He can go shove it clean up his arse as testimonial. No, he's a guy that values himself above the club because he knows he's no good enough anymore. He is done. He is done. James Tavernier is done. He's a pathetic excuse of a footballer, man. He's done. Blew up like a kettle, absolutely. I had Mark Goldbridge on there, John. Reel it in. Mark Goldbridge is not in a good place right now. His team's getting scudded as well. Is Desser's good enough to? No, he's not. No, it's Ariel Dessers, man. Gets that ball whipped into him from Tav. That was the only good thing Tav done, by the way, across 90 odd minutes. James Tavernier whips it into Cyril Dessers. What does he do? Powder puff shot right into the arms of Kasper Schmeichel. And that's right there is why you need a Majorski or a Shankland, right? The rumours about those two died because you know why? Dessers has been good this season. But the big games, see the games that matter, the old firms, the games that the crunch games in the league, doesn't show up Cyril Dessers, man. Matondo as well, not even injured, faking an injury, just bottled it today. Didn't want any more of it. You know, he got injured, then he played 15 more minutes, and then what happened? He got subbed off for Ross McCausland, who I think put in the worst performance I've ever seen in an Old Firm, by the way. Fucking horrendous. What was that? What was that for Ross McCausland? I see just before their third goal, by the way. The amount of pissing about he was doing. I'm disgusted. Stevie Naismith might get sacked before Clement. I wouldn't be surprised if this board appointed Naismith, man. It's bogging. It's absolutely bogging. The less the less the better. Dessers goes in absolutely. But those comments that Philip Clement, we won the shots on goal trophy. We equaled Celtic. He's a tin pot manager, man. He's talking out his arse. He's honestly talking out his arse, man. He needs to go. I'm not having this. I am not having this, man. And the celebrations against scrape my 2-0 win against St Johnstone in the Cup. It talks pish. I agree with that comment there. That comment about last week's result being best in 4 years. I know. He's digging up a Ross County result where he won 6-0. Ross County, I think, pound for pound, they're probably the worst team in this league. Some would argue it might be Hearts right now, which, I mean, again, I wouldn't really disagree with you if you did say that. But in all seriousness, I think Ross County are the worst team. Jack Butland is done. He looks like he looks like he's checked out. You know, Jack Butland was great up into that Motherwell game where we get beat 2-1 at Ibrox, and Looks like he just doesn't have the mentality to play at a club like Rangers as well. That's what it looks like. No, let's call a spade a spade. Doesn't look like no. How many goals he costing us in Old Firms now? That second goal was horrendous, right? And the only thing I'll say about Butland in that second goal, the defending was just as bad as the goalkeeping. We gave the best striker in this league the entire pitch to have a fucking shot. The positioning was awful for Butland, but the position for the rest of the team was awful, man. James Tavernier, oh man, I could batter, I could throw digs. Super Jack Butland at start now. He's the loser virus. Yep. Who would I want as the new manager? Anyone. We would be better off if we got rid of if Clement walked on the 2nd of August, just when he signed that contract extension. We would. I mean, look at we've picked up the 7 points so far in, right? We have beat Motherwell at home and we've beat Ross County at home. There is not one person on planet Earth that shouldn't be managing this crop of players to have victory against those two, regardless if it's Hampden or Ibrox, right? So I'm not going to pretend Clement's Stone Cold Steve Austin, even if he looks like him, for doing that. The draw against Hearts, it's a poor way to start the season, but it was like, yeah, tough place to go, Tynecastle. We're rebuilding, whatever. Look at Hearts, man. Hearts can't buy a win. They can't even score a goal, let alone a win or a draw. And we actually drew with them. Yeah, Stephen Naismith will get sacked. Does that show you where we are as a football club? Where Stephen Naismith's going to bite the bullet before Philip Clement? But the problem is, we give him the contract extension, 5 million it will cost to get rid of Clement. And that is the reason people don't want to sack him. Not because he's not good enough or they think there's a future. We don't want to sack our manager because we can't afford to. It's not because people think he's the man. It's because we can't afford to. That's the situation that Rangers are in, folks. We're not going to get rid of him. We're going to just see it through because we can't afford to get rid of him. It's not because we see light at the end of the tunnel. The tunnel is bleak. All right? The tunnel, it's not happening. It's like Queen Street Tunnel when the lights on. That's what it is. And Philip Clement is a runaway train when he brakes and he's going to crash right through platform 1. Well, it doesn't matter what platform. He's going to crash through a platform and derail. We've derailed. Dreading the Dundee United game after today's performance. Can't believe we went from being in Europa League final to being complete shit. Clement's worse than Beale. He's making us weaker. I thought I was going to say wanker, but aye. For years, we signed the best players in the Scottish League and it worked for us. Transfer policy is bizarre to say the least. We're shite. Everything about us is shite right now. Everything. You find a positive, but like finding a needle in a haystack. Just like the Saw 2 trap, everybody who watched Saw 2. I'm from the other side of the fence, but this lad is magic power. Get on the stage with me, man. You've got a future in stand-up. Well, that's good. At least I know if this gig goes tits up, there's a future somewhere else. Reese Thomas says we need Lawrence Shankland. I didn't read the Shankland part, and I was like, you talking about Tom? You talking about Tom Lawrence, man? What? Even though he's been shit at Hearts, we still need him. Yep. Yo, Barry Ferguson. Look at Barry Ferguson, man. Look at his face. That's what it should mean to a Rangers supporter. I went ballistic earlier in my match. I'm sure most people tuned into this live stream watched it, right? I went ballistic, right? Absolutely ballistic. And I don't regret any word of it, man. I was calling every player every swear word under the sun because you know what? They don't care. They do not care. There's a protest. You're raging. You fucking damn right I'm raging, Builder. I'm not going to hide it. You can't show you're raging because you're pandering to a certain fan base. I don't give 2 fucks, folks. If you can't be angry right now at Rangers Football Club, when can you be angry? When can you be angry if you can't be angry right now? We've got Scud at 3-0. There should be barricades. There should be sharks. There should be everything. Yeah, Chris Boyd did go off on one. I totally agree. We're just inferior, man. Every shape and form. It's embarrassing. Men against boys, it's pathetic. Be the first turncoat YouTube guy? No. I'll tell you what, Chris Sutton, right, has Chris Boyd on the rails, on the strings. It's like, oh, I'll give you a hug. Don't want to see you, Sutton. I'm serious, mate. The corner of the team. No, I know. Well, I haven't seen. I've seen Clement getting confronted outside Ibrox, Liam. I know. I've seen. I guess I could go find that and do like a live reaction to it. But you know what? It needs done. I'm not calling right for everybody outside Ibrox to have a 200-on-11 Survivor Series tag team match, right? And batter them all. But they do need they need a verbal confrontation. They do need help. Clement's man management when he first came in, I thought was good. See now, throwing Hamza Igamani into the lion's den 3-0 down. What is that doing for that young? Oh, he's not ready. We need to ease him in. He's not ready. And you decide to throw him in 3-0 down at Parkhead? No, what is that? That is a guy that's gone cuckoo. No, come on. No, tinted specs aside, no manager should do that. You know what I mean? We need a goal. You've got a £6.5 million striker in Danilo there. Oh, we'll bring on the guy that carries the rings at the Olympics. Sure, fucking brilliant, man. Boyd's broken. I'm broken. I'm soul destroyed. I've been on my knees since about the 12th minute of that game today. Done. Was Barron playing today? Connor Barron was Barron today. He wasn't very good. No one was good. Check out Fog Football player ratings. There's a few bad ones in there. Boyd didn't do much against Celtic, but we still generally beat them. Everything Boyd said was this afternoon was spot on. Yep, Chris Boyd was absolutely right. He hit the nail on the head. Neil McCann hit the nail on the head. He says Celtic are just hungrier. Chris Sutton tried to stir the pot by saying, "Oh, that's a pretty broad statement." Is it? Every Celtic player on that pitch is hungrier. They lose the ball, they run 60 yards to get it. Look at Kyogo in the second half. He ran 60 yards. I can't even remember if he lost it, but he ran 60 yards and tackled Dessers and then started a counter-attack. Every striker's different, right? Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't know what running back is, but you know what? He can put the ball in the back of the net. Dessers can barely do both. He can't do any, actually. That's what I mean. Was Clement going for a confusion tactic? I don't know. Just Clement needs to go. That's the gist here. He does need to go. We're not going to get rid of him, right? And I'm not delusional. We're not going to sack him today, right? I just want him going. And judging by our poll here, 124 votes, 56% have voted yes, 44% have voted no. He must stay. Free transfer windows. Big Ange will be rubbing his hands and anticipate. Well, I'll tell you what, will Ange make the game? Ange get beat today. Maybe Ange will be sacked by then. What else is happening? Tell you what, Liverpool's beating United 3-0. Who really cares about that, man? It's no happening. I want to try and get more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pretty much everybody that's probably voting. Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, probably most of the people are probably that Philip Clement fanboys, Celtic fans in disguise. They want him. They want to keep him in. Yeah, big Dundee United. They've went above Rangers. When it rains, it pours. Everybody, every old firm we're watching has been so depressing. No, the thing is, right? See the second. Clement hasn't won 1 in 5, right? And what if he doesn't win? What if he doesn't win the one in January? God knows how far we're going to be behind in points come the 2nd of January or whenever it is. We could be double. Not say double. We could be double digits behind. Let me rephrase that. We could be 20 odd points behind by January. All right. It's a realistic possibility, and people need to wake up to it. Everybody, smash that like button here. See the contrast. See, like 2 days ago, when I was doing transfer deadline day, and there was like a bunch of players linked in. Look, that's another thing. Not even the new signings got on. One guy didn't get his paperwork through. Here, he's probably busy trying to get some clause back to Sassuolo, him. And for the other guy, well, he didn't get anything. But Philip Clement, I just honestly, I don't understand. Don't understand what's going on. Let's see here. It will be before January in the Cup. Well, you think he'll be sacked? Barron shines against Ross County, etc., but missing against a quality team. He's another Lundstrom. I'm not going to bury Connor Barron too much. This is a young guy that's come into Rangers. There's a lot of experienced heads in there that just Pedro levels of being kind. I agree. This is and no, but it's the stuff coming out for Clement's mouth, man. He's trending on Twitter. He's absolutely trending on Twitter. He's trending on Twitter. Let's see here, Philip Clement. But Barron and Tierney overhyped and overrated from 1 alright. I think Tierney was the worst. Actually, he wasn't worse than McCausland. He was just as bad. He was absolutely awful, Tierney. And there's a lot of people wanting Clement out. When Chris Boyd said this is really going to put the pressure on Philip Clement. He is. I mean, I don't see how he gets better from this, man. I mean, Tannadice right now. Tannadice right now with this team, I think Rangers are going to get absolutely scudded this season, man. Numerous games. I mean, we talked about earlier on. I mean, like you watch Dundee Derby. Dundee's wingers look better than ours. We've signed a few players, but I think everything Tierney's done in the first month he's been here was almost undone in that game. How many times Greg Taylor had him on a leash? Greg Taylor looked like Roberto Carlos tonight at left back or this morning. At least you've got balls. CJ Novo and hiding. Well, yeah, I'm here talking about it. I'm not going to hide. Rangers are immense and it needs to be talked about. Not getting the Barron. I thought was Barron the best midfielder? Probably. All we talked about. If he starts Sterling, Barron, and Diamonde, we can maybe get one up in that Celtic midfield. Nope, not a chance. Not an absolute. That didn't happen, guys. That did not happen. Fell through, didn't it? Just collapsed. Not happening. The banter years. Yep. Greg Taylor had a very good game. No two ways about it. But just so bad. I could rant and rave. All these loans with payment next season. We have money to spend on new players, and that's another thing. All these obligations to buy. It's like we've got no money this window, and next season we've got obligations to buy the duds that weren't good this season. Can anyone see how bad that is run? You're going to be forced to sign players that weren't good enough the previous season, and it's going to set you back the next season. It's like I don't know where to go with this, man. Right, so let me see. Fans are Big Phil getting stuck into the fans. Big Phil, congratulations to Philip Clement for winning. If we scored first, we'd have won the game cup. But this team mentally, man, Rangers should have been 1-0 up. They should have scored with Dessers. I think it was onside. Scales' leg was playing him on. For Matondo, he was off, but he should have scored that. If Matondo scored that goal, Celtic wouldn't have countered with a disallowed goal. But it's pathetic. It's desperation when you're sitting here hanging on to, Matondo should have scored that goal, because then Celtic wouldn't have scored the disallowed goal with Kyogo, and that wouldn't have deflated Rangers. See in a derby, right? It's never going to go your own way. First 10 minutes didn't go Celtic's way, but you know what? They stepped up and won 3-0, dominated for about the 12th minute onwards. Rangers were the better team for 12 minutes, and as soon as something went Celtic's way, the arse went. I don't know what they were siding up for today. Why did this Rangers team think they were going to get 90 odd minutes of just they were going to be on the ball dominating? I'm surprised Rangers started so well, but it's pathetic, man. It's the weakest team I've ever seen mentally. And we've seen Everton collapse yesterday, 2-0 up with 8 minutes to go. That today was just as bad. Honestly, man, that was 3-0 going on about 10. And Clement's got the audacity to turn around and say, well, actually, we had 4 shots on target each. We could have won. It's about precision. No, mate, it's about you being a knob and not knowing what you're doing. He's an absolute... Philip Clement. Your meltdown was almost demonic in nature. It was. No, I don't get it. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. No, it was definitely 10 minutes because Dessers had the shot on 6 minutes and then Matondo had the header and then Celtic counters from it about 11. So, you missed the meltdown. Check out my match review. But it was the truth. I ranted for 10 minutes, man. I'm sick of this. It's not good enough. In this live stream, there's no script, there's no nothing. It is. I'll just be repeating it's no good enough every 5 seconds, but it's not. People should know this. It's unacceptable. Look at the Old Firm games last season with Clement, right? A few of them we were going into as slight favourites because Celtic had injuries or we were at home or whatever, and he couldn't win any of them. So the shoe was on the other foot today. Celtic were heavy favourites. The odds suggested that. The talk pre-match suggested that. And for 10 minutes, Clement was like, looks like he'd done something, and then after it, he didn't do anything. Just the same old team. And we've went backwards because last season, every game we played in the Old Firm, there was a goal in it. Graham Souness likes to latch on to, there's not much in it. See that today, that proves that the gap is massive. And you know what? It's not even on the pitch. Well, the gap is massive on the pitch, but I think it's up here. It is up here more than anything. It's mentally. Rangers is full of fucking losers and Celtic is full of winners. And you know what? Winners breed winners. So, like Nicholas Kuhn came in, right, to Celtic. He looked pretty pish. All of a sudden, he looks like a world beater. See if he came into Rangers last season, I guarantee you he'd be getting kept out of the team by Ross McCausland because it's all up here. Seeing you've got people like Cal McGregor, I know Casper Schmeichel's just in the door, but he was just in the door. He's got his slippers on. He hasn't even had to buy a pair of boots. The Rangers can't even afford to buy a pair of slippers right now, man. That's it, though. It's Clement. He needs to go, but we won't even sack him. We can't afford to sack him. 30 million on the bench. Yep, they did. And that's it. They used it as an exhibition in the second half, Celtic, man. It was, we'll bring on the £11 million man. We'll bring on Adair. We'll bring on Luke McCoy. And, his wee smile lit up the stadium. And what else? James McFadden, he is a Celtic man. James Forrest get brought on for his 500th appearance. It was that they were treating it like a piss taking, rightfully so. They were. It was done. Cal McGregor, wonder goal, deflection, shite job. But you know what? See, when you're good, you get the luck of the green. You get the luck. You have him until 2028, I do know. There's no way Philip Clement's lasting 4 fucking years at this football club. There is not. There's no way Jose Katongo. There's no way he's lasting 4 years at this football club, man. And people can talk about money, right? And money equals this and money equals that. It's how you spend the money, right? Look at Manchester United, absolutely. And look at Manchester United today, getting scudded 3-0 at Old Trafford by Liverpool. Money can only take you so far. Look at last summer. Rangers and Celtic spent a similar amount of money with Beale against Rodgers last summer. And it didn't, this summer, obviously, Celtic have completely spent a lot more, but it's what you do with the money, man. You need to be smart with it. Look at Rangers. They bring players in. When you bring Cantwell in, it's like losing Cantwell 500,000, right, for 300,000. We've got a player in the B team that would walk into this starting 11, but Clement doesn't want to play him. And that's on him. That's on Philip Clement. He can say, I didn't get backed. Haji's good. Everyone knows Haji deserves to walk into that team. If people want to pretend he doesn't walk in, right, to the starting 11, he walks into the 18. Oh, aye, because he's not better than bloody Ross McCausland. Is he not? Look how shite Ross McCausland is, man. Ballooning chances left, right, and the guy's pish. He wouldn't even get a game for Albion Rovers. And he's walking into an Old Firm game because Rabbi Matondo's arse has collapsed in the 37th minute. And I'm supposed to sit there and happy clap. I do all this because Rabbi Matondo's fucking arse has collapsed. It's unacceptable. It's actually Tav shows no. Nah, Tav is embarrassing. You see who's got passion for Rangers, man. Passion for football clubs, right? I think has died over the years, right? But Celtic have got it with like Cal McGregor and Forrest. You see it in Boyd. You see it in Boyd after the match. He is visibly distraught. You've seen it in Barry Ferguson, right, in the stands. He was fuming. See, if he was on that pitch and he got into that dressing room, I think he would have absolutely levered the 11 of them, right? But see those players, they'll get in, they won't care. James Tavernier will drive to Five Guys in his Lamborghini or whatever the hell he has. Proper will go home and he'll start building IKEA equipment. He won't care about this 3-0 scudding. He was planked out on the floor for that first game like he was building the fucking chest of drawers. He's pish. Proper. Oh, but his name's Proper. That means he's brilliant. He's absolute pish. He's absolute shite. Is Robin Proper, man. Boyd is in a straitjacket. I need a straitjacket. No, they're too busy in IKEA to play. Oh, aye, brilliant. That was the excuse for the Hearts game. He may as well have been in IKEA the day, stuffing meatballs down his throat with the stale chips, because what was he doing in the start? What was he doing in the back line, man? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's just, Alex Ray as well. He's got passion. He was going ballet. He looked like his face was transforming into a different creature, but he was fuming, and that's what it should do, though. That's what you need those people in the dressing room. But God, Alex Ray can probably do so much, right? Because if he starts going ballistic at the players and Clement's not really doing it, that's undermining the manager. But if Clement isn't going ballistic at the players, then I do not understand what is going on. I don't. I don't, everybody. It's just, yeah, Sutton did offer him a cuddle and a huddle, and I think that put Chris Boyd over the edge. That tipped him. He wanted nothing to do with it. Can he sack Clement? He's comedy gold. Appoint Alex Ray's manager. I'm not saying appoint Alex Ray's manager, but you do need people with passion around your club. You do. Look at Joe Hart. He was welcoming Celtic players to the stadium in the dressing room. I'm not. Rangers are just done, done, done and proper. It's over. And there's people on here. Oh, you're not a real Rangers fan if you don't predict them to win the league. That's what people commented and people said. When I predicted Celtic to win the league, well, where are they not? Where are the happy clappers now? Because where's this league title? Are we going to get the Morale League title? We might win that one, but we're not winning the legit one. We're not winning the one that matters. We've got the puns. We've got all this. We've got big proper. Oh, big proper. Proper pish, right? He's absolute shite. I'm not having it. John Souttar's been better than proper since he's walked in the door. And it's a month into his Rangers career, proper, right? But see Connor Goldson, he came into Rangers 5-6 years ago. He walked straight into the team and carried us into the Europa League group stage, which was unthinkable at the time. See, when Carter Vickers walked in to the Celtic team, he was good straight away. Good players slot straight in. They absolutely slot straight in. We shouldn't need months, 2 months, years to see players best. But we're not talking about a 17-year-old centre back here. We're talking about a 31-year-old for 20 that's won approximately hee-haw in his career. But then that might suit us right now because we won fuck all. Losing Cholak was a big mistake. Fuck Cholak, man. See this? No, see Cholak, right? I thought he was all right. He was all right in that first half of the season, but see the second half, he was pish. See these people hanging on to Cholak. Desser's got similar goals to him last season. Cholak's build-up play was mince. Could he put the ball in the back of the net? Aye, he could. Cholak or Dessers, it's like picking between eating cat or dog shite. They're both not good. All right. It was coming. You can't be that surprised. Potter was replaced by Celtic's fifth choice centre back. Well, there you go. Who was that again? Stephen Welsh? Did he go? Or was it Lagerbielke? I don't even know, man. I don't even care who went. I don't even know what to say. 100% brilliant. Yet we sign players that don't play them for weeks. Scott Wright got the winner yesterday, 24 hours after moving down the road. We sign players that never out the emergency room. Well, that's it. That's it, man. You know what I mean? I ranted and raved on transfer deadline day night with some prick called Adam. Oh, you're too negative. You're this, you're that. Everything I said that night came to fruition today, didn't it? The team's pathetic. They're mentally weak and they're not good enough to play for this football club. Not good enough for fans that call it out. See the fans that are happy clap and buy the ACDC merch. On the highway to hell. They're fucking good enough for them because they're delusional, man, thinking that this is good enough. I'll buy a 70 quid ACDC shirt, man. Fucking John Lundstrom paraded with that about 18 months ago, man. Fucking sold this. I'm done. It's fucking the club has just turned into a money grabbing sack of shite. Oh man, there's no reward for it. There's no reward. They are just, oh yeah. Do you want a new signing? No, we'll release a sixth kit that you'll all buy. That's what they'll do. See this kit? It looks like a bus seat, but it's better than a bus seat. Oh man. And people just lap it up and put money into the club. Honestly, you see the way see Ibrox, people marking it for Ibrox needs to be boycotted on the 21st of September. It needs to be protests galore. It's no good enough, man. No, it isn't. See, no, there's nothing wrong with ACDC, right? My point is Rangers marketing them. That was when Celtic done the treble, and they're whipping out ACDC and John Lundstrom going like this. Come on. It's fucking no good. Come on. It's a fucking it's a laughing stock. The club's done. The club is done. I'm fucking done. Oh. Oh, damn. Damn. Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, if I wasn't laughing there, I'd been greeting. It's a toxic brand, bro. Times have changed. The old handshake means nothing now. It's just breakdown, mental breakdown. No, but it is, They've got no problem whipping out their travel range. The 24, 25 travel range. Watch your team get beaten style. That's what it is. It's no fucking. No, it's all good me laughing about it, right? Have this. They might have a club up for sale. Oh, man. But people know it's true, man. It is. And see these Europa League tickets, I don't even know when they're going to get released. They'll probably charge 50 quid a head. Yeah, you want to see us get scalped at home against Lyon, Tottenham, USB, and what's that other Diddy team we're playing? I can't even remember. You pay 50 quid. But no, honestly, action is needed. Action is needed. Action is definitely needed. It's no good enough, man. It's unacceptable. And then the other day, obviously they're partnered with EA, right? Celtic are partnered with EA as well. But Jack Butland making all these goofy faces, getting his face scanned. Well, was that what he was thinking about when Kyogo put it past him for 30 yards? Who cares? The faces are getting scanned for FIFA, man. There's bigger fish to fry. I mean, they build up to an old firm and they're whipping out that. Oh, do you want signings? No, we'll show you what fucking Hamza Igamani looks like on a game that costs 80 quid. You know what I mean? What? And they're like, oh, but don't spend 80 quid on FIFA when you can spend it on ACDC, John Lundstrom gear. It's like, fuck. Come on. John Bennett, baldy bastard, running this club into the ground. Him and his stooges. We'll release a couple of transfer rumours on deadline day. See this Diddy guy for Italy? Well, I will sign him. See this other guy? We'll sign him. Samuel Edozie, Dabba Dabba Doo, Pish. It's unacceptable. I was just, you should have sold. Yeah, I should have sold Butland. You know what? I was skeptical about the 6.75 million. I was skeptical about that bid, but you know, I should accept it. Liam Kelly would have saved that second goal. Yeah, Rangers are outside Ibrox. Yeah, I welcome that. Yeah, it needs done. You know, it does need done. It does. The team's not good enough. It's all over. Had a bad game. That's not Hardman. It's not that. No, you had a bad game. We've had a bad decade and a bit. It's not a game. It is not a game. The score was rather generous. No, it was. It could have been about 10-0. It could have been. You know, Tati Miss Glorious, Maida, Tati, Kyogo, Butland, that's all right. But, well, I mean, it's not all right. Yeah, but that's good. That's what it needs to be. It's the banter decades, not the banter years. The Americans are coming for you. I really wish they were, but they're probably not. It's just, I just don't know. I just don't understand it. And then these people, Diamonde's better than Matt O'Reilly. Who's kidding themselves? I see people, putting in the bear emoji and saying that Diamonde's better than Matt O'Reilly. No, just shut up. No, Diamonde. I don't know what happened. Right, he staved his thumb and he's come back a different man. How can you stave your thumb and come back shite? Can someone explain that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Diamonde was so good up until he staved his thumb. I remember he scored that goal against, what do you call them? St Johnstone. I think we went, and then we ended up winning 3-0, and that's when we took the lead of the league last year. Ever since then, man, it's nosedived. The second goal is clear, set in our halves, and Butland not. It's awful. It's awful, Michael. It's awful. Butland was awful for the second goal, right? But anyone with eyes can see that you're just giving Kyogo too much space, man. Even if that was Kasper Schmeichel having a shot from there, I'd be worried. We're giving the best striker in the league, right, about 30 yards of space. And it's when you're doing that, man, it's not good enough. It's like, look what Dessers had to do in the 6th minute. He had the skin, I think it was Carter Vickers, inside out to get a shot away. Dessers did everything right, and the shot was straight into Kasper Schmeichel, man. Easy retirement ever. Honestly. Diamonde not being played this strike. No, Diamonde he's no. I don't care. What is his strengths? What is Diamonde's strengths? It's no. Come on, man. A couple of games in now, he's been found out in midfield. Barron, Marsman, Bernardo, and McGregor. What? That's stating the obvious, man. Not counting Mac. Butland was nearly in with their ultras when Kyogo took that shot. What was he doing? I honestly don't understand what he was doing there. I'm going to check Twitter here. I think it's time to bring Steven Gerrard back. See these people blaming the board, right? Well, I mean, no, actually, the board absolutely have to get blamed, but Clement's got to take a bit of responsibility as well, man. 5 old firms, he's not got one of them right. You know, no good enough. Apparently, Clement, what he said to the fans who are protesting outside Ibrox that we had four shots on target. You know, see back in 2020 when Sharks and barricades were getting thrown. There's a lot of Celtic fans in this chat. You see if Neil Lennon came out after that 2-0 defeat in the Cup, for example, against Ross County. You see if he came out that night when the police were there getting barricades swung at them, and he went with 4 shots on target. I don't think Neil Lennon would be alive right now. And it's how has Clement turned around and said that 4 morale victories? I don't get it. J71 Prime, what did you say? The worst part is the goals we conceded the worst. You predicted 3-1, didn't you? The ones from distance were easy to save, but it wasn't going anywhere that was because it wasn't going anywhere that would be hard to get. Was anyone expecting a win? No, I wasn't expecting a win. I mean, I only predicted a draw because I thought, you know what, I've been very down. Let's back the team. Let's back the team, and as far as I can go is a score draw. It shows you the levels we're at here. If he said that, would use you as a stick and batter him senseless. It's just being realistic. 3 or 4 goals outside the box goals against Rangers says it all, yeah. Alex Ray is a he'd like a useless ball bearing. We knew we'd get beat, Stevie. That was clear as day, but what really grinds my gears is how the team has no fight or desire in them. The poll is close. He has to stay. No, he's got to go. I wish it was done to me. I don't have 5 million to sack him, though. Do you see when Carter Vickers has times on shoelaces? I wasn't expecting a high score. It's not like Celtic were best on the day. But see, Celtic fans will say that wasn't the best Celtic have played this season. Just sums up how bad we are. It is. So bad. Clement is a beautiful human being. I know. Bush moment. No, imagine we had 4 shots on target. 4 shots on target. We didn't win the game, but 4 shots on target. Do this. A bunch of players not realising Celtic will officially pass Rangers out on trophy count. When that happens, there'll be uproar. Keith, the uproar should be now, man, because we can talk about if they do it. It's going to happen. For them to overtake us on trophy count, all they've got to do is win 2-1. Our best hope of the league's Aberdeen. Imagine saying that. Imagine me turning around and saying that our best chance of Celtic not winning the league is not by us, it's by Jimmy Thielen. Like, it's just sad. To be fair, we hardly got a second gear. It just shows how utter dog meat Rangers are. Yeah, Celtic, they were good. I'm not going to say Celtic were bad, but they could have been a lot better. They could have took a lot more of their chances. Yep, I've seen that. Overtaking Rangers in the Derby victory. I think it's 119, is it? The 118. There's a lot of draws in there, like 74 draws. The worst decision Rangers did was sacking Giovanni. Bernardo and Greg Taylor, for me, were the 2 best players on the pitch. Absolutely. I was lucky it was only 3-0. Rangers 4th behind Dundee United. Yep. Forget sack Clement, sack Naismith. I'd even take good. Give me Derek McInnes. The count 4. Give me Derek McInnes over Philip Clement. Give me him. I'll take Derek. Is that what it is? 169 to 170. I want Danilo to start. I knew Danilo wouldn't start, to be fair. Chris Boyd. I love a Tony Docherty or McInnes. They wouldn't do a worse job than Clement. And that's the problem. We've got snobbery when it comes to. We've got snobbery, right, when it comes to We've got snobbery when it comes to picking players and also when picking managers. Channel member, absolutely pathetic, said he'll play Tavernier, says Sterling at right back. Probably still get beat, but at least it would be trying something different instead of old mince. He's a big dope. I agree. No, but why not try something different? You know, that's what we said in the fog football thing, right? Rangers, we know what we were getting with Rangers. At least Aberdeen are an unknown. That's why there's more chance of Aberdeen winning the league. This Rangers team, that's the same old. James Tavernier, done. John Suter, done. Butland, done. He's been done since March. Proper, never got started to be any good. We started the we started the midfield that see that start 11 today. Not many people would have changed it. Say the least, not many people would have changed that. I know most of us didn't want Tav starting, but you know what? To compensate Sterling in the midfield, most people wanted that, and that's what we got. I agree, Max. We were going to be watching this range. Yeah, prepare yourself for it. See, at the end of the day, we can't even win an Old Firm game, so league titles are out the question. Don't understand it. No, but see these people saying, "Oh, well, how can you write off the league and like this?" You need to win an Old Firm game before you can talk about winning league titles, and we can't win one. We can't. The last game that we won in the league when a title was on the line in an Old Firm was when Hollander scored. That's 3 years ago. 3 years ago. I'm not counting the 3-0 account well because the league was wrapped up. It was done. The league was done. So who cares? It doesn't matter to me. Right? And if you can't beat your rivals, who are always going to be the team you're going against for a league title, you're not going to win a league title because they're better than us against the dross of the league as well. It's not like last season we were maybe a bit better against the dross because that's why we kept it close, and then at the end we fell apart. You need to be winning Old Firm games before you can even think about winning league titles. Celtic are probably on. Honestly, Celtic are. I don't know what Celtic are on for, man. 10 in a row. Simply depressed. Bingo. The Rangers team right now is like Tony Mowbray team for your 9-10 season. Really awful players you have. McGregor completely ran the show. Jim Goodwin is better than Naismith. And Clement put together. Jim Goodwin. Sterling was the best. I don't even know. People, ladies and gentlemen, the people that think Rangers are going to win the league, please go to your doctor. Yep. Who do you think is worse, Beale or Clement? What do you mean, the catalyst, mate? He's a Rangers man, J71 Prime. He's just speaking the truth, and if you can't handle that, then we're not going to win a league. I mean, by the time you wake up and smell the roses, sunshine. I mean, imagine thinking we're going to win the league. What? How much Delirmo have you had this morning, son? Come on. Never winning the league. See this? Oh, someone said we're not winning the league. They can't be a Rangers fan. Never win the league this year. Come on. Yeah, I mean, look, Paddy Potter paid out after the first match day. 301 viewers. How are we all doing? Done. Come on. Bernardo ran the whole match. 4 games and 5 behind. 10 rows back on. You never know. J71 Prime. The catalyst is getting stuck into you. I think Philippe is fighting a losing battle. He'll hear the hate for the Rangers fans and see the pictures of flags of hate, and he'll hate it. I'll guarantee he'll absolutely hate it, and it'll transfer. I think Clement, yeah, I mean that doesn't look too good. Well, hold on. You said that the guy had to be a Celtic fan because he said we couldn't win the league. So why? But now you're saying that, so you're just contradicting yourself there. You know what I mean? So what is it? Do you think we can win the league? Or do you think we can't win the league? Because obviously we can. It's been an amazing day. That's according to Thomas. Yo, the league's over for Rangers. How about that? See for Aberdeen, maybe. maybe there's a hope for Aberdeen. They're a wee bit of an unknown. We're the same old. James Tavernier, serial loser. I want him at my club. I never want to see him again, man. James Tavernier. Read what he wrote. I did read what he wrote. He said, ladies and gentlemen, the people that think Rangers are going to win the league, please go to your doctor. And he's right. How's he wrong about that? Tell me when he's telling lies. Never in a million years. Never. Wish I was wrong. Bloody pay money to be wrong. But I'm not. Overall, we'll beat Aberdeen, right? But what I'm saying is, Aberdeen are still an unknown. Jimmy T, they haven't lost a game, which is better than us at the minute. Over the course of the season, people are talking about Clement making it to 2028, right? Then, if Aberdeen finish second, it's not going to happen. It's Celtic players have both mentally and ability. Rangers players have either the mentality, maybe a couple of them anyway, but no ability, or have ability without the mentality. You need both. I agree with that. Cute Kanji. Make sure everyone you can click join and become a channel member. And just let me whip at this. By the way, look at this. Do you become a channel member? Look at that. You got a wee Rangers badge. I'm not a Celtic fan. Stevie knows I've been on this channel for a while. Yeah, he's not. What did he say? He said about liquidation or something. Rangers were going bust. Did he say that? Who said that? I'm scrolling up here. You're correct. That's the thing. Let me see here. What about Rangers not having the money? Rangers don't have the money though. We don't. No one's going bust, right? I disagree with him on that one. All right, it's not going to happen. But we don't have the money to we don't have the money to sack Clement. I want him going, but the reality is we are not sacking him because of a money issue. It's not because. Yes, there's fans outside protesting right now. Le Guen, number 2, mark number 2. The Moroccan guy turned out to be a dud. I mean, he's had 10 minutes. What do you think it's going to take changing the boardroom? Well, it'll take protests. It'll take people not going to Ibrox, but I'm sure it'll be sold out. The question is, how much dough do we actually have in the bank? I don't know, man. Very defeatist right now. Change your system, new carpet. Big Philip, right. What else? Is there updates? I'm trying to find updates about what's happening here. There's no updates. No, there's no updates outside the. But apparently tomorrow is going to be the Europa League, and it's looking like 200 quid. 200 quid. If we get a badge, a big Stevie Meltdown, I'll subscribe. Well, I mean, I can't add badges right now, but I mean, maybe that I could work on that. I feel like a United fan. You get your hopes up, then at the end, Rangers bottle it. Well, United have just been scudded 3-0 by Liverpool. And so did we. We get scudded 3-0, didn't we, everybody? Red flags for me was their pre-season. Absolute, yeah. Look at people. It's just pre-season. Compare the two pre-seasons, man. This can't surprise anybody. Are they releasing a new top tomorrow? Probably. The game totally passed Barron by all these people bigging him up after 5 matches. He couldn't get off the Aberdeen bench most of the season for a good reason. See the huge bags under his eyes. Looks like a 75-year-old that had 1-0 the last bad couple of sleepless nights. He looks awful, and Suter too looked absolutely knackered at half time. Yeah, can't disagree with that. Barron just looks barren is the word, to say the least. Proper getting pulled out of a position for that second goal was criminal. As for Butler, yeah, well, Proper was awful today. Proper was absolutely horrendous. Baron looks like the blonde fella in Breaking Bad. The blonde fella? Who, Todd? Don't know if he looks like Todd. Robin Proper's going to rob us proper. Prove me wrong, call me a fake fan. What did you say? Conor Barron couldn't lace McGregor's boots. I don't think anyone's got to call you a fake fan for that, man. Because that's the truth. At the end of the day. Wait, who did? Who called you that? It wasn't in this chat, was it? Sure. I wouldn't call for that. I'd defend you. Took dogs abuse. Yo, I mean, I think Conor Barron has a future at Rangers, I do, but I'm not going to pretend the guys. I mean, but see, that's the problem, man. You speak the truth and people say you're not a real fan. You know, there's YouTubers on here saying you have to say Rangers will win the league, you're not a real fan. They're the same happy clappers that laugh it up. Da, 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 da. You know? 6 o'clock. I think there's a certain YouTuber that might upload a wee cheeky match review at 6 o'clock. I wonder what his name is, everybody? Bennick should take over as captain. In this chat, we accept opinions. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. We also accept super chats. They're greatly appreciated, everybody. So, yeah. CJ Novo and Dan are hiding under their beds. Who's Dan? Who's Dan, Jamie? JD for Rangers Rabble. Had everyone gang up on me dogs views I took. Who's JD? Who's JD for the Rangers Rabble? RFC News. He's a prick. Who's JD? What's his full name? What's his full name? Yeah, I mean, if CJ Novo's praising Kyogo on Twitter, then I mean, come on. He's in the chat. Oh, he's in the chats. No, but I mean, no, but see fans like that, man. That's why this club will never get back to a level. You know, it's one thing being on top and winding people up, talking about your players would start over every player in the opposition. Chris Boyd said it best. We don't have a player in our team that would get in that Celtic starting 11 right now, and we don't. You know what I mean? Well, it's Chris. Ali McCoy's turned around and said that Rangers are nowhere near Celtic, and it breaks his heart. And people are saying he's not a real Rangers man. You know, imagine people are turning around and saying about players who've actually won. I mean, Ali McCoy's done everything at Rangers, right? I mean, Boyd won loads of stuff as well. Imagine turning around and saying that these players aren't real Rangers fans because they've turned around and said that they're not good enough against Celtic right now. It's the fucking truth. You know what I mean? Anyway, Batchy HD. Barron is by miles our best player. Says a lot. Probably does say a lot. Thank you for the super chat, Batchy HD. But that's the way it looks like, man. We'd be happy that Spurs December and January, yeah, Tottenham in December, then United in January. It'll be tough. Those two games. I mean, I don't rate United, but it's at Old Trafford. You know, Tottenham with Ange. I don't rate us. It's all right me talking about 21-year-old shouldn't have huge bags under his eyes. That's a health issue. Surely the famous medical team would notice that. That same old guy runs it for injured players in the last 10 years. Clement claimed the medical team are all new. Brilliant. Fair play, mate. Your honesty is admirable. Thank you. Well, that's it, man. No, but see these people that spreading it around the other channels that you're fake. Well, you know what, Char, I'll defend you to the grave, son, because see the amount of people that have called me a fake fan for speaking how it is. We're fucking shite, and if people can't accept that, then no. See these people that are pretending we're good and you can't say anything good about oppositional teams. They're not the real fans. They're just happy clappers. They're fucking retarded. You know, that's what they are. No, that is what the word is. No, that grinds my gears. You're saying it as it is, Char. You're saying it as it is, and you know what? Cal McGregor walks into that Rangers team, and if anyone wants to disagree with that, you're ridiculous for saying that. You know, once upon a time, right, the 90s, a couple of years ago during 55, a lot of Celtic players, a lot of Rangers players walk into the Celtic team. That's football. If people can't accept that, you're delusional. It's people. Oh, name your combined starting 11, and then they just go through to redo it. Their team. You know, it is ridiculous. And I get it, right? There's times you can have banter and just pretend that your 11 players are better than Celtics, right? And I appreciate banter. We all appreciate banter. But see these people trying to pretend, right, that fucking you're not a real fan because you call it as it is. No, that pisses me off. It does. It grinds my gears to no belief, man. John Curry, I thought you were spoofing Tim in disguise at first. Well, see, that's it though. People think that. People do think that because you speak like this, you know, there's look at my people here on YouTube. They don't call us this. I will. You know, Stevie Cool 2012. And like there's a joke about 2012. See other people, they would have banned Green Giant for the chat there and started fucking crying to their granny. But see Big Stevie, he defends himself. And you know what? People can say what they want. Look, you said your club's D. Think I'm going to greet about that? Green Giant. I think I'm going to greet about Big Green Giant. I couldn't give a fuck about Green Giant's going to say. But you know what? He's welcome to say his opinion. And it's pathetic, man. So I agree. Oh, administration. Brilliant. Oh, liquidation. Administration. Don't give a fuck. Right? People can say what they want in the chat. I'll tell the truth. Rangers are in a fucking pickle right now, and it is what it is. And people want to say you're a fake fan for that, then you know what I mean? Fuck off. You know what I mean? No, it is. It's pathetic. Oh, you can't say anything negative about the team. You can. You fucking say it. You know what I mean? See these people that say it, man, they're all keyboard warriors. Wouldn't say it to your fucking face anyway. You know what I mean? See if anyone confronted me at iBox and said, oh, you can't say it. I'd be like, I fucking can. You know what I mean? I fucking think they're going to dictate what you say. It's pathetic. You okay? I'm brilliant. Well, I'm not brilliant, like, but I mean, I'm ranting away here. Bright light. I'm watching the F1 highlights and it. Let's see here. Rangers Lemons 10. That's how good they are. What else is happening here? But yeah, you know, like I mean, I've said it a million times, but it's like I predicted Celtic to win the league, right? And there's people on here saying you're not a real Rangers fan if you can't back your team to win the league. Well, why don't you back us to win the Champions League while you're at it then? Why don't you? I mean, does an Albion Rovers fan have to predict themselves to win the Champions League even though they're not in it? You know, it's ridiculous, man. Give Big Phil another 5 years. I wouldn't give him 5 minutes. I wouldn't give him the recap my shite, Big Phil. That's how I feel about Big Phil. He's not coming up play youth players. Well, he'll give them 3 seconds against St Johnston, is what Big Phil will give them. I think he's a big tough man. Fuddy a man. Big Phil. No happening. No happening. Playing Sterling on his own position might not have changed a thing result wise. However, it would show Clement actually has his balls instead of the wee snatch he has in the Austrian he's injecting into his. Oh, yeah, is that? It is. My hummates are still missing for the group chat, so we walking the dogs near Big Steve will take in the hand. Well, exactly. I'll need to walk the dogs soon. Like I will need to go. That's not me bottling it, by the way. I will need to go and do that. At least I can handle the banter. Yep. I mean, Paul Hogan says, right, as he says here, calling people retarded is a terrible thing to say. I'll admit, right, it's not a nice thing to say. And I said people that think like that are. But see, at the end of the day, this is passion. I'm not holding back. See everyone, see the 244 people in this chat going to pretend that they've never used words like that. We've all used a lot worse. So, Paul, get down off your high horse, mate. I get people are born like that, and it's sad, and it's a tragedy. It really, really is. But, it is. It is, man. But see these chats, man. There's club deed this, child abuse this. But you know what? We have to just deal with it. We have to just move on. It's freedom of speech. End of the day. You know what I mean? I'm speaking the truth here. Jesus Christ, that's a bright light there. No, but it is. I mean, honestly, there's just people out there that are it's delusional, man. It's delusional. See the YouTubers on here. They're too afraid to even drop an F bomb. Seeing they are in 5 minutes that I've done, I've probably averaged one every minute, probably even more. Big Stevie Cool's lost his cool. Mr. Impartial Stevie. I'm less impartial here. You know what I mean? And it's the people that don't like words, they need help. It's words. Your bear is happy. Up there. That big man. big man's happy up there. The big man. I predict dodgy Dave King. No, I haven't, Blue Mac. Need some though. Need to. Do you think he's done a better today? Oh, here comes Green Giant. Team gets pumped and goes on a rant about freedom of speech and justifying the word retard and F bombs. Pinnacle of intelligence here. Oh, he said the word retard. He's such a bad guy. There's fans out there, right, that literally, Brendan Rodgers left their club to go to Leicester and they're wishing death on the guy. And I'm the bad guy for using the big R word and saying, oh, fuck. I mean, wise up, man. Wise up. Your fans chant about the fucking IRA and they kill civilians and you're going to fucking have a go at me for that. You know what I mean? And Rangers chant about unionist paramilitaries as well. Be like, fuck, that's what the rivalry is. That's Scottish football. I mean, fuck off. Acting a big man, Green Giant. You know what I mean? It swings and roundabouts. Welcome to the world of Scottish football. Where have you been? That is it. That is our banter. Get used to it, Green Giant, or get to the back of the queue. I mean, that is it. Everybody, you know what I mean? Oh, come on. My team get pumped. No, mate. I don't care if my team. I don't care if my team won 3-0. You can use. You know what I mean? See, you watch Still Game. They use the word Mongo. Does that mean it should be blacklisted and you should be sent to a bloody prison? You know what I mean? Well, are you Green Giant Keir Starmer? 20 months for saying the word retard on a stream. Oh, the inhumanity, man. It's pathetic, man. It is. It's pathetic. You know what I mean? This is Scottish football, and this is what it is. The game, the rivalry wouldn't be there with all that stuff in it. It's what makes it the best rivalry in the world. You can say it you want, Green Giant. You're a green diddy, is what you are. Look at that, J71 Prime getting stuck into the big man there. Brilliant. But yeah. Unshaven in a dark room with a teddy with, with a teddy bear on his wardrobe. The Matrix keeps Stevie down. The Matrix, mate. You've been wanking off Andrew Tate a wee bit too much. Maybe when you get off his dick, me and you can have a real conversation, big man. Celtic 88, what's he saying? White Bear versus Green Giant. Who'd pay to see that? More pay-per-view buys than a Kaz Milliken Nacho Novo. This is hell in a cell, brother. No rules. No rules. What did he say? Yeah, the scoreline did flatter us today. Let's be honest. I mean, we can talk about 1-0s and 2-0s that we could have been up after the Matondo and Dessers chances, but reality is after that, yeah, McCausland missed about 10 chances to make it 2 each, but he's not good enough. I was watching Mark Goldbridge, but, Well, just like Mr. Perfect and Bobby Heenan said after Ric Flair's Royal Rumble 92 victory, Rangers board, we're not the kind of guys to say we told you so, but we told you so. Yeah. No, see this YouTube game, man, it's full of so many woke people. I remember I was listening, I think it was a Celtic the Thunder podcast, and they asked him a question about they were talking about how good like Matt O'Reilly looks and Dyson Maeda and things like that. And there was a super chat about, what about one of the women's players? And Ryan 118 and McGinley shat themselves because they didn't want to say anything about a woman. I mean, come on, is that the world we live in? They'll praise big Matt O'Reilly's looks, but they're too afraid to praise one of their women players' looks. What are you? You know what I mean? Come on. Mate, I hate Celtic with every fibre of my being. Celtic 88. We've been over this. I told Adam this the other night, but you know what? The reality is right now, Rangers are behind Celtic, and if you're going to pretend otherwise, then you need your head looked at. Green Giant, stick to your sweet corn. Green Giant. Sweet corn's overrated. I love Big Philly's got to walk. Club better. Release a story. Yeah, I don't. They're not going to do that though. What did he say? At Greg Watterson. What did he say? What did he say? Get alive. Big Serial back to normal service. Yep. Ryan 118 is an utter fud of the highest order. Even Celtic fans don't like Ryan 118, man. What's that all about? We start it in a positive way. They can punish you if you don't do things right. We've got to stick together. Jack Butland. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jack Butland? Is that what he said? That what Jack Butland said. That looks like a quote for Jack Butland. We've got to stick together. Ryan will minute sell at $4.99, $6.99. Yeah, I do offer a membership, but the same content gets put onto the real channel. Yeah, that's it. No, you're right. They're too politically correct. You think the immortal Stevie Cool is going to be politically correct? No, not a chance. They're both politically correct. They're right at the Spencer FC former YouTube. I remember Iceland beat England in the Euros about 8 years ago, and he started his video by going, "England are bleep." He couldn't even say shit, man, in his intro. How pathetic's that? I mean, imagine being afraid to say shit. Probably the same guy that's too afraid to wipe his arse, so he gets his mother to do it for him in case there's shite on it. Fucking wise up, Spencer SC. Did he, man? Celtic can pluck a good player when they see one in Casper. Schmeichel got him on a free transfer. It was good. Hart Dave, Casper, we have a dud in Jack Butland. What happened to Butland for England? I don't know what happened to Butland for England, man. Shite. He's been shite for a while. These Celtic fans can piss people off, that's for sure. Oh. Paul, I get you, Paul. I've got family members that have got issues, autism. Like I didn't single anyone out. It wasn't a personal attack. It was a generalised statement. You know what I mean? So how about you reel it in, Paul? All right, reel it in. I mean, I get comments every day on social media, YouTube, whatever. Go kill yourself. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that. I mean, I could report him to big two-tier Kia and get him sorted held out. No. Bring in the cotton fella to buy players when he was only just on the door, didn't know a thing. But Scottish football is ridiculous. We need somebody. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Is that what Philip Clement's going to say? Sharks and barricades may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Get the barricades out, everybody. We should have won 8-0 in all honesty. Till next time, though. Where's Paul Hogan? I want you calling out Leanne Campbell, making fun of Jimmy Bell there. I want the grammar police in on that one. Let's appoint Steve Clement. But it's like, see in this chat, people will make fun of both sides dead, right? Jimmy Bell there getting a mention, Big Jock New will get a mention. It's tit for tat, but we all know deep that's the rivalry, man. I think we just need to accept that. See if he took all that out of it. I know some of it's scummy, and a lot of it is, but we know if we took it out, it would lose what it's got. Some of it is disgusting. J71 Prime it is, but that's what makes the hate. So not everyone's like that. You get a lot of people that aren't into all that stuff, and I totally get that. A lot of it's banter as well. But some people, it's like some people just don't want jokes. Yeah, but as 1888 C3S says, it's just banter. It's the child abuse talk that is unacceptable. But so where do people draw a line on that, or is it make fun of people, club members who've died? It's like Leanne Campbell's jumping in there about the Queen, but if someone jumped in about making fun of the child abuse, it's like, well, actually, yeah, that's children. But how many? Leanne Campbell's made fun of the Ibrox disaster here numerous times. So, people do that all the time. Yeah, I mean, both. It's not. I'm never going to sing. Never in a million years. I would never do that. Butland will hand a request in for January. Hope he does, man. Liam Kelly, get 12 million. I'm not talking about the Queen, big man. I know she was like 90 odds, right? Prove we Hyundai. Aye, you've said it. I've got all the comments. Don't worry, I've got all the receipts. I'm gonna got a big 2Kia tier on the phone. You missed Cantwell today. I'm gonna assume Joe is a. I'd have rather buggered the tax man than the Waynes any day of the week. Got to agree with Max there on that one. Said at the time the St Johnstone celebrations were pathetic too. Don't do it, as in a couple of weeks' time, going to look stupid. Yet Clement didn't have that same sense. Says everything about him. I agree. Remember Haji is sitting in the house? Absolutely. I agree, J71 Prime. It's supposed to be banter, relax, all that good stuff. No, you're right, Keith. Most fans would agree that it's disgusting making fun of things like that. A bit late, J71. Yeah. Aberdeen's mini pitch invasion, 5 points clear of Rangers. I don't agree with making fun of the dead, but from both sides, it happens when you mention how big the rivalry is. That's it. But see, we live in such a woke world, right? Because how many people have said, "Oh, we're going down like the Titanic"? Now, technically, that's very offensive because a lot of people died on the Titanic. You know what I mean? Well, that's like the Hindenburg. It's like World War II in there. Things like that. People don't understand, but it is. Things like that. End of the day, you only live once. You need to live it up, live it large. Which one is it, Stevie? Banter or disgusting? You change your tune on a weekly basis. We might not. I'm talking about the fact how people will think one thing is all right and one thing is not. Yeah, but it's like you're saying offensive to people in 1912, and then people mention the famine. That's like in 1850. But it's all right to make fun of the Titanic, but no the famine. And then it's like, oh, but you have to, it has to be within relevance to what people are still alive. They were born during that period. You get where I'm coming from, everybody? End of the day, I'm not going to delete a comment on this in this chat. But some things, what? Let's just wrap up with that. Who really cares says, don't give it if you can't take it. And that is the last we're going to say about all that. Haji was sitting at home thinking, thank fuck they didn't want me. Yep, I've always felt you look stronger with Haji and Raskin. Where is Raskin? Accidents and incidents. Clement used average age as an excuse. Celtic's team, average 1 year, older 1 year will be Casper. Causing that, yeah. Gio did get sacked for less. Someone check CJ Novo. Is he alright? Stevie, I love how you call it as it is. He's a Celtic fan. I knew two fans who died in the Ibrox disaster, never got to live their life. Cut short going to a football match. Tragic then, tragic now. Well, that's it, mate. Especially if you know people. You grew up with people and they're no longer here. I mean, that'll hit like a ton of bricks. Oh, here we go. So why say the word? Many of your fans listing may have a family member born that way, and so do. This is your channel. You're the representative for the channel. You make your standards. Reel it in, Paul Hogan. Reel it in. All right. Reel it in, son. Take a wee chill pill. Reel it in. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath, son. Deep breath. How does it feel that I sacked you in the old FIFA? I saw on the YouTube short. Brilliant. You know what I mean? The only deed talk acceptable is the Rangers are deed, the rest is bang out. That's according to Joe. You lot will feel bad for bad mouthing the club when we win this league this year. Yeah, I'm smoking crack right now. Pass the crack, Jeff. Everyone's great in this chat, Michael. I agree. Come on, guys. You only live once. It's all right. Let it out. Sausage fingers. King Charlie. The Rangers are still far away from death. J71 Prime. The way you're wording that makes me think that guy was right that you are a Celtic fan. The Rangers are still far away from death. I think that spanners went to your head. What's going on here? Hey everybody, we've went for an hour and 20. I might be back in fog football later, but I'm ending it there. I fear for your sanity going there. I fear for it too. Take care. Yeah. Paul Hogan. Yeah, but I mean, Paul Hogan said I'm the representative of this channel. I've dropped a couple of F bombs, right? I've dropped a couple of slurs in there. I said retard. Does that make me a bad human being? Does that make me, I've said a word that everyone in this chat's used. Does that make me? No, it doesn't. All right. You know what I mean? So reel it in, big man. Reel it in. Steve, I was worried about you having a heart attack in your meltdown earlier. I don't have the jag. I'm all right. Don't worry. I'm all right. If I had the jag, maybe. Fuck, don't say that. YouTube definitely will take me down. I'm not saying they're far from death because they're not in the third division. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Have we drink, Stevie, and cool off? You'll feel better. Your chat exactly. Just because the rest of them on here, man, are politically correct and all that stuff. Come on. I mean, think I'm going to be politically correct? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? Absolutely not. No, politically correct. What's that for? Look, Joe's accepted it. Joe's accepted it, Paul. Take a leaf of his book. You know what I mean? Looks like I'm going to hell, motherfucker. Absolutely. But yeah, guys, that's where we're going to end it. I thought you had 3 scamdemic jabs, Stevie. I didn't get any of them. At the end of the day, the whole Celtic team runs the show. All right, J71 Prime. What? You're honest. What's? No joking. Yeah, Celtic are running the show right now. Rangers aren't even invited to the premiere. We're just pish. Who really cares? I'm so sick of the PC bullshit. No, pull update. I'll end it. No, absolutely, man. But when you get more numbers on your channel, people are going to take great exception to it. You know what I mean? And we've all watched Dumb and Dumber and things, Family Guy, and I mean, they're a comedy, man, brilliant. You know what I mean? Guys greeted over that. You know what I mean? Ridiculous. I mean, everybody in this chat's made a joke about, fuck everything, everything. We've all lost people due to everything that could possibly happen. So people need to sort it out. Don't even add up. Do not add up. Nah, 50 and 49, they don't. 469. Brendan owns the Rangers. It's a shite way to end it, but yeah, come on, let's go, everybody. Come on, let's go.